Gentlemen and female gentlemen, enough is enough. This is amazing. This individual is going to jail. Trans TikToker LilyTino is now under investigation by the Florida's AG for filming in a Disney World's woman's bathroom. Tino is facing 5 years in prison, 5,000 fined if convicted. This is a glorious day. I support this completely, actually. Yes, I do. Absolutely. Yes, absolutely. 100%. Now you're going to say, Nux, I can't believe this. Are you transphobic? Yes. But more, no, what do you mean? No, what are you talking about? No, that's not what I'm saying at all. What I'm saying is the reality of the matter, which is the fact that, I'll be honest, and I'm going to tell you something completely honest and true. This is a person that expects me to give a fuck about what their pronouns are when they do not give a fuck about me or public children in general. All right, so with all due respect, I will be showing no respect to this very mentally unhinged potential pedophile, okay? Nux, I can't believe you're stooping down to the level of no, I don't care. Fuck this person. I do not give a shit. Literally don't care. This dude is going into women's bathrooms, literally doing it to make people uncomfortable. This is a person that is going out there, going on TikTok to post videos about teaching kids how to cut their balls off. Okay, listen, the trans suicide rate is really fucking high. You should not be pushing that on kids that literally don't know what they're doing. All right, I said this before, I get canceled all the time. This is a Vice journalist called Anna Valens, or as I like to call this individual, Anal Violence. This person made so many articles about me. This is the one that's been making articles about Kirsche also. Literally going out and loud, wild and crazy, making all these articles. Oh, these VTubers are so dangerous. Oh my God, they're such bigots. They're so bigoted. All right, this is a tweet from literally today. The Supreme Court ruled that states can require porn sites to verify visitors' ages in order to prevent access by minors. Anal violence. A major blow to free speech. Major blow to civil liberties. I'm so sorry for my fans, friends, and loved ones in impacted states. I don't know if you're joking or not, but your hilarious commentary is that kids should see porn. Which is not surprising because, to be honest, this is a person that was advocating for having the weird trans books in schools, in like elementary schools. So again, these are the creeps. I am the normal one, and if society decides to cancel me for being the normal one in this situation, okay, I don't care. Right, this anal violence character over here also was part of this whole cult shit where, dude, what is it? Anna Valens, Fall Guys. You might not be aware of this, man. You might not be aware of this, but do you know what this journalist did? This is horrible, man. The writer uses Fall Guys to power vibrating butt plug and get sexual gratification from other players without consent. And who is playing Fall Guys? Okay? This is that same journalist, man. This is Anna Valens, the same person. The person that would use other children playing Fall Guys to trigger their butt plug. Dog, this is some degenerate shit, man. And listen, I'm sorry. I am actually going to be the voice of reason, even if this is the voice that gets canceled on the internet. I don't give a shit. I don't care. I don't care how many trans journalists write articles to cancel me for saying this shit. Y'all are freaks, okay? Y'all are actual freaks. So Sydney Watson just made it, well, first let's see Asmongold's reaction to this person going to jail. Because I have to say, I do like how based Asmongold has become recently.
Transgender influencer's Disney bathroom video is under investigation by the state of Florida.
There was a TikTok influencer named LilyTino taking videos and photos.
I'm glad that society is like waking up and being like, wait a second, it is really weird that this individual with a penis is in a woman's bathroom talking to children. Wow, I couldn't have thought of this before. Just saying this would get me canceled for the last 5 years, but maybe this is actually weird. Wow.
Inside of the women's bathroom in Disney. And
biggest self-report of my life.
Bro.
Those Disney bathroom selfies got y'all real upset, huh?
Bro, yes. I think you're a groomer. I think you are grooming children. And you ready for the actual really crazy line? This person monetized child grooming, in my opinion, okay? This is a person whose career is grooming children, in my opinion. Are we on the same page? This is someone that has made content specifically targeted at children, talking about them cutting their penises off and shit.
Saying, oh, Lily, you can't take
I'll be honest, I'll take 5 Frogans over 1 LilyTino. All right, that's what I'm talking about. I would take 5 Frogans over this creature.
Selfies in the bathroom, it's not appropriate. Well, let me remind you, any woman you ever meet has likely taken a photo in a public bathroom.
Yeah, but I don't understand the comparison at all. You said women take public selfies in bathrooms, so I don't. What is this comparison that this individual is trying to make? I don't get it. Anyone in chat understand? Can you explain it to me? This kind individual is explaining to me that women take photos in bathrooms, therefore this person could do it. But I don't understand. Like I don't get it. I don't get. Guys, does anyone in chat understand? Maybe I'm just not good at reading the room. I don't understand.
Why, you ask? Because we look cute and we want to document it.
Well, wait a second. There's no way that this can be legal in the state of Florida.
Good shit, baby! Yeah!
Funny thing about that.
Right? First off, like, you shouldn't be allowed to, like, film inside bathrooms. It seems really creepy. But then here in Disney, it's like...
The thing is, it's not like... So originally, like, the trans movement was like, okay, you leave me alone. I can live my best life, and you live your best life, and I live my best life, and you live your best life, and everyone's happy together. This is not that, okay? This is invasive, parasitic shit. What you do in your bedroom, I think is degenerate, but that's your business. But when you're doing it in a public bathroom, especially in Disneyland, especially when you are targeting your content towards children, holy pedophile, Batman.
Extra layers of creepy. Is there anything happening from a state level?
Yeah, we're investigating this. We do not tolerate, no tolerance. We're investigating this one.
Yeah!
Oh, man.
We put them on notice that legal action was coming.
Yeah.
Thankfully, they changed their ways.
All right, we need to get this guy. This guy seems like he's actually on top of this shit. We need to get this dude immediately onto all the fucking terrorists and pedophiles on the internet.
But here in Florida, we believe there are 2 sexes, men and women, and we are going to protect our girls at all costs.
Thank fucking God.
In space.
Put this freak in fucking jail.
When I walked in, there was this little girl, like 3 years old.
Recording, and this is especially...
Bro, holy self-report!
in Disney World. Like, we're not talking about using a bathroom at a bar or something like that. This is...
Would that be better? Yes. Would it be great? Dog. You're gonna have women in a bar that's drunk, that goes to the bathroom to throw up or whatever, and LilyTino walks in to take pictures? Really, dude? Does that make it, like, good? So, I do think Asmongold is based. Don't get me wrong. But I don't think he's based enough. I'm sorry. He's not based enough.
a place that's made for children, and you have somebody who...
Well, yeah, this person's content is made for children as well.
Identifies as the opposite gender, who's going into that bathroom, filming people without their consent in the bathroom. That is for a kid. This is for kids.
Oh God, I hate this video so much. This is the video of LilyTino explaining what they should be doing to his penis.
This is, guys, this is way, way, way over the fucking line.
I think Disney's gonna ban me for this one.
Yeah, ban you from life, baby! Life! Wood chipper time!
Corn dog is still intact. I'm not happy about that, but sadly it takes a long time to turn a corn dog into a inverted corn dog.
Anyways,
Anyway, get some help, man. This is crazy. Holy. And again, this is child's content. I'm not even kidding. So, Sydney Watson made a video talking about TikTok's creepiest trans creators under criminal investigation. Finally, I wanted to look into this because I actually did cover this LilyTino cretin in the past. And I do think that this is someone that is worthy of filling a jail cell in hopefully a man's prison. All right, if this person ends up in a woman's prison, I am calling bullshit. All right, this is a person that needs to be in a man's prison, for real, for real. This is crazy.
Those Disney bathroom selfies got y'all real upset, huh?
Like, dude, imagine doing this, bro. Imagine doing this, man. Me raping a couple of children's got you real upset, huh? Imagine being like you, upset. Yeah, now I wonder why all the fucking transgender journalists that work at Vice make fucking videos about me and articles. Dude, all these people writing hit pieces about me, they're this caricature of a human.
And oh, Lily, you can't take selfies in the bathroom. It's not appropriate. There's also talk of me getting sued for my bathroom pictures at Disney.
Not enough. Jail. Jail.
As I know,
someone asked Ludwig to react to this. Bro, Ludwig is not reacting to anything controversial. He's too busy getting his friends drunk at parties.
I am not getting sued, and I don't expect to because
Jail! No! Jail!
I didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did, and you're gonna face the consequences. This is what we call FAFO, baby. This is what we call a little bit of fucking around and a lot of finding out.
We're investigating this. We do not tolerate the boys and women's and girls' restrooms.
Well, that didn't take long at all, did it? Hi, my name is Sydney. Welcome back to hell. And as per usual, before we launch in, today's video is sponsored by Incogni. Also, two quick things before we get into this video. Yes, I currently am sick. I have a head cold. That's why I sound like a pubescent teenage boy. And yes, I have taken a metric ton of medication and decongestants. Decongestants? Congestants. That sounds incorrect. Anyway, I have taken many medications in order to be functional enough to film this video. I'm sorry I sound like a prepubescent teenage boy.
Okay.
I am trying my best.
I do
Spent
too.
so much of the day like. The other thing I quickly want to note relates to the pre-sale orders that many of you have placed with relation to my tea blends, the new tea blends. The good news is I don't make the rules. I just steer the hell gondola. To date, if you have been following along, I have already posted 2 additional videos about LilyTino on this channel, which I
have been on top of this bullshit, and I am ready to cook.
Link in the description box that basically go over what has been going on so far and what has led us here. What has been going on is trauma. Lots and lots of trauma.
Yeah. I don't know if you know how bad this LilyTino creature is. Like, I don't think you have any idea, unless you've watched my previous videos. This is crazy.
But to quickly recap for those
Sorry, I miss Frogan. It's crazy, man.
You who aren't familiar, and honestly count your blessings for that, Tino is a trans-identified male who continually upsets people online for a multitude of reasons.
Bro, that's the whole content! That's the whole content!
Including, but not limited to, going into restaurants, harassing waitstaff, getting misgendered, because, I mean, like, how could you not?
What? Misgendered? I don't understand. Misgendered would be calling this person a woman, right? Because this is a penis holder. This is a penis having individual, right? I mean, I don't know, man. I don't understand this stuff. I'm too much of a boomer, I guess. Again, I told you my philosophy. My philosophy is having absolutely no respect for people that are groomers. Yep, that's my philosophy. I don't care. Nux, I can't believe you'd call the groomer by not their... I don't care. I do not care. Bro, it puts on the hooker lipstick and thinks that you're gonna call them a woman.
And then trying to get free meals from said misgendering. Talking about serious
this is the worst video.
sex reassignment surgeries while children are present, and using food to illustrate these surgeries.
Good shit,
Skinwalking as children.
Dude, that is gross. Yeah, skinwalking as child content creators to lure children into their videos. That is literally what we're looking at here. I think this is despicable shit. So in these videos, it's here, let me see if I can actually find like just one as an example. Just so you know what we're talking about. LilyTino restaurant. Just so you know how gross we're dealing with. All right, look at this shit.
She, her. Yeah, it's okay. It's all good.
But it was not all good.
Oh no.
Hi. I use she, her pronouns. I'm not sir. Yeah, like it's like a knife in the heart.
Unfortunately, it's only light. Okay, that was too hard.
I did specifically ask ahead of time not to be called sir. Yeah, I'm just gonna go.
Bye! Dude, look at how the chair move, just to make it as obvious as possible.
Okay, the Sweetwater.
The transition from male to Karen.
Okay,
I'm so sorry. I apologize.
It's just always like a knife. It always hurts every single time. I was wondering if there's a manager I could talk to about something that happened. Yeah, I was called sir.
Sir, can you calm down, sir? There are people trying to live their life, sir, without you getting involved in their shit, sir.
Oh, okay. It just really sucks every time it happens.
Oh well, sucks to suck, sir.
Sorry about that. I don't need to be called ma'am. I just need to not be called sir, you know?
Sir, I apologize for the confusion, sir. But I've noticed your forehead seems to be trying to escape your hair, sir.
Thank you. Can you call me sir? I just want to tell you that the person who gave me this called me sir.
Based! Where's this restaurant? I need to go. Where is this place? Wait, stop. Hold up.
Call me sir.
Dude, can we get a list of restaurants that LilyTino got called sir at, please? I want to know where they are. I want to go. Sir, I just noticed you put 0 effort into looking like not a sir.
It's just like, it kind of just hurts a lot to get called sir.
Oh, well, life sucks. Moving on.
Oh, sorry about that.
Very good.
Thank you so much. No, yeah, thank you. I'm not a sir.
Not a sir.
Nothing like a good misgendering. It is.
I agree, actually. I agree. Mr. Tino is actually spitting. Mr. Tino's kind of cooking. There really is nothing like a good misgendering. Now, I'm not talking about, you know, going out there and harassing trans people in public that aren't bothering anybody. That's not what I'm talking about, okay, obviously. But a good misgendering? Oh, yeah, he's spitting. He's
a
spitting.
knife in the gut when I get called sir. I feel like I need to tell him. that hurt. It hurts more, though, and it's not intentional, because it means, like, this is sir to him.
It hurts more when it's not intentional, which is why I obviously do it intentionally, because I don't want to offend this fine young man that badly, all right? That's why I do it intentionally, okay? I will intentionally, all right, listen, that's why I am not quite that evil.
I know you didn't mean it, but I'm not a sir. It's okay. I know you didn't.
I'm so sorry, sir.
Mean it. It's just, you know, it hurts. I know when people clock me, it's fine, but, like, it does kind of hurt. Thank you. I'm not sir.
Ah, called him sir twice.
Sir, not sir. But the guy who dropped the food off, he called me sir twice in a row.
Damn, didn't know there were waiters that based.
Oh, him know that, and
thank you, I appreciate that.
Yeah, so it's all about going into public, harassing people in public for content, trying to get some free meals out of harassing people in public. That's why this person sucks.
Gendering, talking about serious sex reassignment.
Yeah, so again, this, alright, so I have to show you this clip. I have to show you this clip because I think this is the most diabolical clip, literally of the entire, shit. I don't know, man, I can't find it. We all lucked out on this day, for I could not find this clip. We all lucked out on this day, I think. Whatever.
About serious sex.
Basically, it's like, look at my cake pops. Look at these cake pops. These are my testicles, and I want to remove them. Like, that's literally what this entire video is about.
Reassignment surgeries while children are present, and using food to illustrate these surgeries. Skinwalking as children's entertainer, Miss Rachel, making OF
Gross.
content on Maine.
Yeah, by the way, you have to realize these are like back-to-back uploads, okay? You have to be aware. This is a Miss Rachel cosplay. Hi, friends. Today I'm going to teach your children how to cut their balls off. And then the next day, it's dropping actual OnlyFans content. All right? Dog, this is like, imagine porn stars literally deciding to make child content on the side. Do you see how insane this is, this back-to-back? Dog, if this isn't some grooming shit, I don't know what is.
And going into women's bathrooms and making women very uncomfortable.
But that's okay, because your rights are worth more than anyone else's rights. Right? Isn't that your whole shtick? Isn't that your whole thing?
Trans women are the best at sports.
I wonder why! No! What? Bro, you are literally awful, bro. This is crazy.
I have been misgendered 3 times in the
That's it? Got up those numbers, man.
past 24 hours
We gotta up that shit. Don't worry, you got misgendered today more times than that.
at restaurants.
Oh my god, this is gross.
Trans women aren't women, then is this big croissant not a croissant?
Fantastic flawless logic. This guy cooked. He's so right.
Friends, today we're talking about something super cool called pronouns.
Oh. My pronouns are kill yourself.
It's like a laundry list of nope. The last time we spoke of Tino, the TikToker had gone on a fun journey to Disney World. Once again, why an adult male is going to Disneyland alone, I do not know. But
well, it's obviously to go talk to 3-year-old girls in bathrooms. Like every, normal woman. Right, guys? Right, guys? Right, guys? Right, guys?
we won't think too deeply about this one, unless we want to feel sad.
Well, if you want to think deeply about it, you might have to bring out the wood chipper. God, I'm so happy common sense is returning. I wonder if this video is gonna get banned. I wonder how canceled I'm gonna get for this one. But you have to realize, any person that cancels me for this video, is siding with LilyTino. So your boos mean nothing. I've seen what makes you cheer.
Sadness inside. Anyway, during the visit, Tino made a series of inflammatory rage bait videos, but the two that matter today revolve around Tino using the women's bathroom, which we know happened because Tino posted a video about it.
Made it into Disney World.
We know this crime happened because this sick freak decided to self-report. Very cool.
But I don't really know what the deal is with bathrooms. Florida is really conservative. I don't know what the rules are. Trans women are allowed to be in women's bathrooms, but I'm about to
They're not.
go and use the bathroom because I have to tinkle. If I get stopped, I get stopped.
What? Just use a bush, bro. Just use a bush. Bro, just use a bush, man. Why not? And you got the equipment. You got the equipment. Just use a bush.
Yes, but I'm a woman, so I'm going to use the women's bathroom, and being in Florida or being in California or wherever isn't going to stop me. I peed standing up, which is something I'm sometimes a little self-conscious about with the sound. Think, oh, is there someone?
I don't understand. Why would you be self-conscious about peeing while standing up? That's literally what every man does. I don't understand. I don't get, guys, you get it? I don't get it, guys.
Standing up there, but you know what? I peed standing up, and it was fine.
Of course it was. That's how God made you. God made you to pee standing up, and then you decided to think you know better than God and take videos of children in bathrooms.
You know, also posted a series of photos inside women's bathrooms at the amusement park, rating each one, I guess, for their trans friendliness. I genuinely do not know why there is this
This one, 10 out of 10, trans friendly. I got to show my penis to children. This one, 2 out of 10 trans friendly. The women there, they did not like me when I showed my penis to children. Elbozo, terrible bathroom.
Occupation that persists with the place that you go to pee.
Unless it's pushing some sort of creepy ideology or you're a pedophile. No, it shouldn't matter, honestly. You make a good point.
I am beginning to think this is a form of mental illness in and of itself.
Say it ain't so. What? Mental illness? No. What? What? No. Say it ain't so. It's almost like this is what normal people have been thinking forever. No. No. What? No. Awkward. We're gonna need it. We're gonna need to keep this. This is the mental illness face. We're gonna need to keep this one for real. I'm sorry. That's a keeper. That's a keeper.
Once again, very on brand. But if there was ever going to be an on brand moment that I would support, it's protecting yourself from data brokers, which is why you get sponsored by Incognito. Personal insights. God, I hate data brokers so freaking much. And thankfully, it is wildly easy to use. You create your account, make me or rateable. Don't forget to use code Sydney to get 60% off an annual plan.
Nice.
Obviously, and unsurprisingly, these actions really bothered a lot of people.
Yay! There are a couple of normal people left out there. Oh my God, oh my God. It always surprises me. You don't understand. It literally always surprises me when I see another normal guy. I'm like, yo, dude. Are you normal? He's like, yeah, dude. It's kind of weird that there's this person waggling his penis in front of little girls in bathrooms, right? Right? That is a little weird. That is weird, right? Yeah, that is kind of weird. I don't understand. Why can't we say it? Great question.
Your girl here included, to the extent that it kicked off an entire online discussion where Tino was once again accused of being a fan of the playground and being overall really creepy in general. One small TikToker also claimed to be present in one of the photographs that Tino posted in the women's bathroom and said that she was looking to take legal action with relation to the matter.
Good shit.
Anyway, I'm scrolling and guys, look what I noticed.
Bro.
Boom, there I am.
LilyTino caught another you have to understand. This is such a prolific bathroom photographer, which is fucking retarded. This is the most prolific bathroom photographer of all time going around. There are other TikTokers finding themselves photographed by this freak. Oh my God, dude. By the way, Dr. Disrespect was actually banned for filming in a bathroom on Twitch. This was obviously before the whole, alleged texting minors shit happened. But this is crazy! How is this even remotely acceptable? Oh my God. The groomfluencers are insane. By the way, someone told me I looked cute. That's some bullshit unless this person directly asked, do I look cute?
I personally am going to try to seek legal advice about it because I don't know
what need to kill that guy.
Else was taken without my permission, like other photos that may not have been posted because I don't know what else was taken in there while it was supposed to be a private area when it was supposed to be somewhere that I should be able to just, do what I need to do.
Bro, this
and
is crazy,
feel safe doing so.
Because, fun fact, you can't take videos or pictures of people in bathrooms or
obviously
or whatever in the state of Florida. That's
also, I think everywhere. Isn't it always illegal? Wait, hold up. Isn't it literally always illegal? Can you film people in bathrooms in the USA? It is illegal! I'm sorry, this is literally illegal everywhere in the United States. It is illegal to record anyone without their consent in places where there is expectation of privacy, like bathrooms, changing rooms, private bedrooms. Literally, yes, it is illegal. It is illegal everywhere. This isn't just a Florida exclusive thing. This is a normal ass mentality. And with all due respect, I have one thing to say.
We're gonna have to kill this guy, Joey.
That's what I have to say. That's all I have to say, okay?
Where Disney World is. My stupid sick brain can't remember if I already told you guys that. So it's in Florida. Anyway, here is why we are talking about this absolute weirdo once again. The Attorney General of Florida.
Crazy. That's crazy. Oh my god, this went all the way up. The pedophiles will rue the day they entered the bathroom.
A man called James Uthmere.
Name,
no,
a huge
not
W.
good at names, I'm sorry. Announced on Benny Johnson's podcast on June 23rd, 2025, that an investigation into LilyTino was
Good
in full
shit.
swing.
This is a transgender influencer. This seems to be like, first off, like you shouldn't be allowed to like film inside of bathrooms. It seems really creepy. But
It's also illegal.
Here in Disney, it's like extra layers of creepy.
Yeah, because the content, again, is targeted towards children.
And wrong. Is there anything happening from a state level on this topic?
Yeah, we're investigating this. We do not tolerate men or boys and women's and girls.
Oh my god, dude, common sense is so back.
Restrooms, gyms, private spaces, no tolerance. We're investigating this one. We've already cracked down on some gyms in South Florida. They were allowing people that identify as women to go into women's locker rooms. We put them on notice that
Yeah, this is some sick shit. This is some sick shit. She's gonna end up in Alligator Alcatraz, baby. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be beautiful. Those alligators are gonna be munching on this dude. Oh, hell yeah, dude.
legal action was coming. Thankfully, they changed
Yeah, they absolutely have to put this guy in a man's prison. Absolutely.
ways. It's amazing we have to have these conversations today.
Agreed! Agreed! Where has common sense gone? Where has common sense gone, bro? Oh my lord. Oh god, the fact that we need to have these conversations. This is a guy who put on lipstick and Mickey Mouse ears and went into a woman's bathroom and filmed children there. And we are supposed to make believe this is any level of remotely normal? Dog, this is retarded on a whole other level. You've got to stop, bro. This is too far. Again, I will tell you, literally my analysis is, if you don't respect other people, I don't respect you. I do not care.
But here in Florida, we believe there are two sexes, men and women, and we are going to protect our girls at all costs.
Yes, LilyTino is being investigated by the state of Florida.
Yeah! Dude, Florida's been unbelievably based lately. I'm just saying, Florida has been unfathomably cooking. They are easily top 5 states of all time. Yeah, they've been cooking.
Maybe I do believe in angels after all. Now, because I know you guys, I know some of you are probably thinking,
I don't believe you.
and you know what? I had the same thought, because there's lots of politicians.
Yeah, very often you have politicians that they go out there, say the shit that people want to hear, and they just don't do anything about it.
Who go on people's shows and they say things either in the heat of the moment or they exaggerate in some way. And so when I initially heard this, I thought, okay, well, what are the veracity? What are you even saying right now? What is the veracity of this claim?
All right, I'm ready.
I just
Let's go. Let's
happen
cook.
to know somebody who works for the Attorney General's office, and I reached out to that person.
This is beautiful. This is art.
I said, what is going on?
Yeah.
Are you actually
Yeah.
interested? And
Yeah.
this person responded and they said, I can't give you any more details other than what's already been said. But yes, I can confirm we are in fact investigating. And I was like,
yeah! This is amazing! Oh my god, dude. Oh, dude, Florida's been so fucking unfathomably based lately. Oh, Lord. Dude, I'll be real. We need to globalize Florida. We need to globalize the Florida shit, man. For real. Dude, Florida's just based as fuck, man. That's crazy. Did you see the Florida sheriff when people were talking about doing those riots? Literally doing all these insane riots everywhere. Like, you saw that shit? You saw what the sheriff said about that?
You're going to jail. Let me be very clear about that. If you block an intersection or a roadway in Brevard County, you are going to jail.
Based.
If you flee arrest, you're going to go to jail tired because we are going to run you down and put you in jail.
Based.
If you try to mob rule a car in Brevard County, gathering around it, refusing to let the driver leave, in our county, you're most likely going to get run over. And dragged across the... If you spit on us...
And now, guys, I'm going to show you the result of this, by the way.
You're going to the hospital and in jail. If you hit one of us, you're going to the hospital and jail, and most likely get bitten by one of our big, beautiful dogs.
Yeah, baby!
If you throw a brick, a firebomb, or point a gun at one of our deputies, we will be
Notify your family where to collect your remains!
because we will kill you graveyard dead.
Graveyard dead! Holy! So Florida recently announced that they were doing Alligator Alcatraz. Florida's new detention site is fully enclosed by gator-infested waters, and it opens in 72 hours. Over 5,000 illegals will be head there. No fences needed. No fences needed! No fences needed! Trump be like, build a wall, and Florida said, I have something better, Mr. President. Oh my God. Oh, Lord, surrounded by gators. Now, obviously people were protesting Alligator Alcatraz. Obviously people were protesting this, but you want to see the funniest thing in the world? They're not blocking any roads.
We have to advocate for all of us, and I don't know if any of you have prayed to a spiritual place.
Yeah, Mrs. Spiritual Place over here is not blocking any roads, notice.
Or maybe you go to church to find that spiritual place, or wherever your spiritual place is.
This is the calmest protest of all time. Say no to Alligator Alcatraz.
Find it in your hearts to pray for these people who are lost so that they can become human beings again. Because we need
well, look how peaceful. Now this is a peaceful protest. Now this is a peaceful protest. Oh, hell yeah. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? That's a nice peaceful protest. You know why? Florida liberals protest Alligator Alcatraz detention facility, but they cannot block the road because in Florida it is legal to run over the people who crowd your vehicle. Who knew? If you have law and order, people follow the laws. Kinda weird. Kinda odd. Kinda weird. Not gonna lie. It's almost like actually having laws is a good thing.
Can you give me any more information than that? And this person was like, no. And I was like, okay, okay, well that sucks. I guess I'm not one of those special people that gets to have any goss. Bright side, silver lining, at least the confirmation is there. They are in fact investigating.
Dude, we need common sense to come back. We need other states to look at Florida and be like, holy shit, this is based as fuck, and actually start instituting this, man. They literally need to. They need to start doing this. Because realistically, if this shit became an America-wide situation, the country would be such a much better place. It would be amazing. It would be awesome. Dog, no more, like, dude, no more weird, you know, trans ideologies pushed on children. You'll have no more, actual biological men in women's bathrooms, biological men in women's locker rooms. That shit would get annihilated immediately. No more violence in the streets, because, you know, they would actually get punished for their crimes. Dude, it is crazy. It is crazy watching society burn when the solutions are literally right there, bro. Oh my God. And maybe they'd even arrest Hasan Piker for being a terrorist. That's what I want to say. Oh, sorry, a sympathizer, a terrorist, a material support provider of terrorism. I think that this needs to happen. They need to start labeling some people as terrorist supporters. Maybe they'll actually, you know, do the Communist Enforcement Act, actually get rid of some of these retards. Dude, I'll be real. This is awesome.
LilyTino. Normally, too, I would wait for more information.
Fox News says that if somebody escapes Alligator Alcatraz and made it all the way out, they should gain freedom. No, they're gonna Hunger Games this shit. Oh my God.
Come out, but when I asked this person as well, what's the timeline of information on this, they said, I'm not giving that to you either. So I wanted to just tell you about this and maybe we can cover it as it unfolds because I am excited about the fact that Creepy McCreeperson might actually be stopped from being creepy.
This is amazing because you have to realize for the last 4 years, this was a dream. Okay? America was so cooked for the last 4 years before Donald Trump, all 7 swing states were like, holy shit, we do not want any penises in women's locker rooms. Okay, this is the line. People were like, yo, that shit crazy. Nah, this is amazing.
Now, like I mentioned in my last video about this topic, there are 2 potential laws that LilyTino has broken here. The first is actually a newer piece of legislation that expects people to use the bathroom that corresponds with their sex.
What? That's crazy because like there are literally signs on bathrooms. So that's so confusing.
The other, and this is the one that I imagine that they'd pursue if...
I'll be real here. Can I tell you something that would literally solve the entire issue? That would literally solve the entire issue? Like the whole trans people in bathrooms and locker rooms thing? If you just play along and they're like, yo guys, yo dudes, yo guys, yo dudes and guys, we gotta go to the bathroom that I identify as the other gender. We need to stop labeling bathrooms male and female. We need to start labeling them penises and vaginas. All right, this is what I think we need to do. We gotta bring back normal, and we do it by force. That's it. No more male-female bathrooms, penises and vagina bathrooms. You have a penis, you go to this one. You have a vagina, that one. Easy as that. Literally the easiest situation of all time. And literally this needs to be everywhere. It's like, I don't want to go to a male's prison. You're not going to a male's prison. You're going to a prison where all the people have penises. That's what we gotta start doing. It's easy as that. Because you could say that you identify as a moose. That's fine. We don't care what you identify as. You have a penis, you go into penis prison. That's what we do. All right, listen, I'm just saying, it would be such a good solution. It would be such a good solution.
If this actually ever goes to court, is a statute that prohibits unauthorized photography in settings where people expect a reasonable degree of privacy, such as restrooms. This is a felony and comes with up to 5 years in prison and or a $5,000 fine.
Oh yeah, dude. Oh yeah. Throw the fucking book at this dude and kick him in the balls. If I was the judge of this case, I would say $5,000 fine, prison time, and 1 kick in the balls. If it hurts, you a dude. That's what I would do. God, I'm gonna get so fucking canceled for this. I'm gonna get so canceled for this video, man. Oh, it's so worth it, though. So worth it. Again, I have no respect for this freak.
And honestly, reading through this, it's quite clear about what's legal and what's not in bathrooms and locker rooms and other private settings.
True.
So, Tino, you done goofed.
Yeah,
you
gonna
there a lot of time to complain about being misgendered in prison. One of my favorite things about this entire situation is how in one of the videos that Tino posted, Tino's like, well, I don't know what the laws are in the state of Florida, but I'm gonna use the women's bathroom because I am a woman. And the state of Florida
is like, we don't give a fuck about what you have to say.
Turned up and was like,
you keep using the word. I don't think it means what you think it means.
On account of that marshmallow wand that you're trying to get rid of. Yeah. Women don't have those. So this situation, at least on the surface, seems pretty cut and dried. Tino, a male, went into a female bathroom, which is against the law, and then took pictures of women in the bathroom, which is also against the law. But the truly interesting thing is that since doing all of this and royally upsetting the internet, Tino has taken not an ounce, not a singular morsel of personal accountability.
Bro, dude, why are you trying? I love how people, dude, everyone tries to be nice on the internet. It's like, oh yes, why don't you take it? Can the pedophile please come and say, I am so sorry to all the kids I raped? Can the pedophile please take a little bit of accountability for raping all those children? Dog, dude, what are we talking about? What are you expecting here? What are you expecting, man? What's happening? Like, come on, dude. I have zero expectation for accountability. I want to see this hoe bitching and moaning on his way to man's prison. That's what I want to see. Absolutely. I don't care about accountability. Accountability, my butthole.
In fact, Tino is very committed to mocking this situation at every given opportunity.
Good, good. Show that you have no accountability, prove this as a fact, and get absolutely cooked in court. And please stream the trial, because I would react to that trial immediately. Subscribe for me to react to LilyTino's trial before going to Alligator Gulag.
In one very sarcastic TikTok, Tino mocks the situation while pretending to be a woman with her child, going into a bathroom where Tino is present.
I am suing LilyTino for emotional distress.
No one's saying that. The people that say that are libtards, and libtards aren't suing you, all right? The only people that actually have a problem with you are people that, you know, aren't libtards.
Last week, I was in Disney World in the women's bathroom with my child.
Good shit, go to jail.
And when I walked into the bathroom...
Do not pass go, do not collect $200, straight to jail, immediate jail. Before my homie JD gets the wood chipper, okay? JD, bring the wood chipper.
Bathroom there was LilyTino.
85% of the country hates this guy. I agree, but only about 60% of the country are brave enough to say that.
No, taking pictures in the bathroom mirror. And she turned...
Oh no! Jail.
To me and said, hey, let me get your face in this picture. And I said, no, thank you. But then she took the picture anyway of me and my kid, and I felt this really weird feeling. And I looked down at my kid, and my kid got turned into a corn dog. Tino turned my kid into a corn dog.
In another video...
Wait, so is this person literally now explaining why it's okay to film children in bathrooms? Like, dude, I've heard of, like, bad apology videos, okay? Listen, I've heard of bad apology videos. I've heard of bad apologies in the past. I made a continuous and severe lapse in judgment. I didn't mean to crypto scam all those people. All right, whatever. That I heard. But, dog, imagine literally running defense for filming children in bathrooms. That's how cooked we are as a species. This was a... Dude, half the country is all for this, man. Half the country is all for this. Bro. Oh, my God, dude.
Turned into a corn dog.
Dude, you literally make videos talking about how your penis is a corn dog and you want to remove it. You are calling children what?
Tino turned my kid into a corn dog.
Oh, no. Anyway, prison, Gator Gulag, Alligator Alcatraz.
In another video, Tino addresses various rumors and accusations and actually acknowledges a petition going around to remove the box-dyed menace from TikTok.
Those Disney bathroom selfies got y'all real upset, huh? Saying, oh, Lily, you can't take selfies in the bathroom. It's not.
Oh my God, you're talking a big game for a dude on his way to prison.
Not appropriate. Well, let me remind you that literally every celebrity you've ever enjoyed on screen has at one point taken a bathroom selfie. For example, and it's not just—
Bro, all the examples used, not a single one of them has another person in the frame. Like not a single one of them has another person in the frame. Look at this shit.
Bathroom selfie. For example,
do you see another person in the frame? 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 Also, they're all women, but that's not the point.
And it's not just—
we don't even need to go there. All right, that's an extra retard level above. We were not even talking about that, all right?
Celebrities. Any woman you ever meet.
They're also, I'm pretty sure they're in their own bathrooms. This isn't a public bathroom, is it? It's a horrible bathroom. I don't even know if these are public bathrooms.
And it's not just
Doesn't even matter. It doesn't matter. It's no one else there, not a public bathroom. They don't have penises. Anyway.
Celebrities. Any woman you ever meet has likely taken a photo in a public bathroom.
And of course, our noodle-haired weirdo smugly claims that there are no lawsuits currently pending against the TikToker.
There's also talk of me getting sued for my bathroom pictures at Disney. As far as I know, I am not getting sued, and I don't expect to, because I didn't do anything wrong.
All of this—
I didn't do anything wrong. Touching the child was consensual, okay? In my defense, the child wanted some woman, okay? Listen, in my defense, that's what the child said. That was obviously a joke. I don't think any of that was caught on camera if it happened.
This on its own clearly made people even angrier. But honestly, this is LilyTino's way. This is—
Yeah, she's a professional penis haver, professional rage baiter. This kind young sir. This man is a professional rage baiter.
This is the way that this person does things. Each time the TikToker has been called out, the response has been to deflect blame and play the—
I don't know, the more the penis holder over here literally is, the more this kind young man goes viral, the more likely Alligator Alcatraz becomes a reality. I'm just saying. I am just saying. I don't know why we're dancing around. This is good. Oh no, so many people were angered by this motherfucker. I don't care.
The victim. But this time, our TikToker friend sealed this rage in stone. I don't know if—
Oh my God, dude.
That's a phrase, but it is now. After posting a—
This is horrible!
Series of rage bait photos at Disney, claiming to have made it trans. So clearly, and I know I'm a broken record at this point, this is a person who enjoys getting a rise out of people, especially when children are involved.
Not weird at all. Not weird at all.
Red flag alert. Now, obviously, LilyTino is just one weirdo in a sea of weirdos. But this is also a person who has demonstrated time and time again that asserting dominance and making women uncomfortable is actually the objective.
Hot take. Maybe. I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think making women uncomfortable is the objective. I think it's actually taking over the country is the objective. I think it's destroying all positive values. It's an actual satanic, immoral agenda that's being pushed on society, in my opinion. And I don't even think that that any individuals know that. I don't know, man. It's crazy.
Which is why Tino has already made so many videos about women.
You know how there are so many people that have issues and they want to push their issues on other people. I really think that that's something that we see a lot. Someone has a problem, they like to put their problems and share their problems with others. So I just feel like we keep seeing that. And unfortunately, society considers these people special because they're so brave and so cool for coming out. And literally everyone goes around and cheers and it's like, wow, so brave. So brave, so cool. And all these people also want to be brave and cool. Doug, you have the wildest thing to me is you're gonna have this guy who comes out as bisexual. It's the bravest thing of all time. Everyone's cheering on this bisexual man who only dates women. And it's like, dog, well, what are we talking about? What are we doing, man? Come on, dude. Literally, you want to be included in the community that badly?
Spaces, and especially in women's bathrooms. And it honestly isn't too surprising to see these smug responses to all the drama. Tino is enjoying this because this is what the TikToker is setting out to do.
Absolutely. This is the goal. The goal isn't normalization. The goal isn't leave me alone, let me live my life. It's not about let me live my life and let me do things. No. It's about let me invade. It's about let me groom children into becoming this. That's literally what it's about. You don't understand, right? That's how insane it is. And people need to witness this reality.
Not to mention, the traction this particular weirdo has gotten highlights that these people thrive from the chaos that they create.
Especially because if this is somebody that's actually trying to normalize it or be good for trans people or whatever, do they not realize that this is the opposite result? Like, being real here, I know I was memeing a lot and making fun of this retard, and I think that that is important. We should be making fun of retards. I think it's brave and bold to make fun of retards. Incredibly hot take, we should be making more fun of retards, because it should not be acceptable at all in society. And for the longest time, people were too scared to say this shit because, oh no, a Vice journalist is gonna write a hit piece on you. Oh my God, I can't believe the Vice journalists, anal violence, are gonna be writing hit pieces on you. And they're gonna try to slander you and cancel you for being such a bigot. I don't care. All right, I am the one who doesn't care, okay? So I don't mind going the extra mile and saying this shit. But you are not only hindering your community, but you are doing a really good job for every single person, all right? You are doing a fantastic job to make this shit considered illegal. It is, absolutely.
And Tino has certainly been a master at creating that chaos.
First, it's in controlling your language, then it's controlling your ideology, then it's controlling your children, then it's invading your spaces, and this shit has to stop. It had to stop at the very beginning, and it didn't. Because, okay, so I'll call him or her, what's the difference? Okay, so fine, I'll use language that won't offend people. And people started off by doing that because, you know what? I don't want to offend people, absolutely. If I meet, a kind trans person, I would call them by their preferred pronoun because I don't want to offend anybody, obviously. I respect you as a human. I don't care, even if I think that perhaps you might be, perhaps misconstruing specific situations. But it got this extra level. It kept getting pushed further and further and further. It was not enough. It's never enough.
A recent live stream, Tino argued that being on the receiving end of legal action would actually be a good thing because it would draw more attention to the trans community. Yeah, in a way that makes people want to exterminate it.
And if truly that happened, right? If truly they wanted to say it was against the rules for you to take bathroom selfies, that will ultimately be a good thing. You sent not like that I'm happy to be in trouble that way, but this is what it is being an advocate. Okay, this is like my goal in taking those pictures was to normalize trans women using the women's room.
But
bro, this is the globalize the intifada level of retard that we're dealing with. This is actually insane. I am actually something of a activist myself. I am an activist myself, bro. I just want to let everyone know that there are people with penises going to film themselves in women's bathrooms. Okay, I just want to make this incredibly clear. I want to make this so wildly obvious. Everyone's doing this. Maybe LilyTino was a double agent all along. Did we consider this? Did we consider that perhaps LilyTino was always a double agent? LilyTino's out here trying to get trans people not allowed to use women's bathrooms. By being the most degenerate freak possible. Are we on the same page, man? Maybe that's the case. Maybe LilyTino's a fed. Did you consider this? I bet you didn't. Bro, LilyTino out there be doing this every time someone criticizes the bathroom usage.
Women are trying to feed their dying babies and their breasts are empty. Do you know what that smells like?
Do you know what that smells like, LilyTino?
Sure, I also agree that intimidating women and children in bathrooms will certainly draw attention and get people talking.
LilyTino was on our side all along. We were all confused. It was all a ruse. LilyTino was out. That's why LilyTino never went ahead and actually did the surgery to remove the corn dog, as it were, because LilyTino was on our side, bro. LilyTino was like, yeah, there's some freaks that are using this as an excuse, and so LilyTino and his empty titties are going to be going into bathrooms. Do you know what that smells like?
Just maybe not in the way that you want. Funnily enough, Tino's behavior and desire to point everything, good or bad, back to the trans community is why some trans creators have started calling the TikToker out, saying this is a person doing nothing good for fellow trans people. Now,
I'm telling you, man. Telling you, man, it's an inside job.
Now, for me, I have already articulated my thoughts on LilyTino a little bit in the other videos that I've made about this, so I'm going to try not to go over old ground here. But I will say, and I guess reiterate, this is a person who has absolutely no regard for others. This is a person—
True! That's why I don't mind calling him him. I don't care about preferred pronouns, offending. This is a person that doesn't care about me. Why would I care about him?
Who clearly goes out of their way to upset other people, and this is a person who has absolutely no interest in doing the right thing by women. And importantly, this is a person who is very, very entitled. And I mean, ultimately, LilyTino's behavior is going to continue like this unless people stop watching.
Jail! Jail! No, honestly, this is a net positive. As long as no actual children are hurt, which I don't think is far to think. I would not be surprised if it actually comes out that there were children hurt by LilyTino. Ideologically or physically, I would not be surprised if something ends up coming out later. But if there are no children hurt, this is definitely a net positive. Absolutely. I love when people just actually go mask off. I love when people go mask off, man.
Stop donating and funding Tino, or Tino does something that actually legally crosses a bunch of lines and gets arrested. So in this case, while I am very interested that an investigation has apparently gotten underway, I don't obviously know what the net result of that will be, but I do hope that there is a net result. Florida has already demonstrated that it will enforce its laws on this specific issue, as other trans-identified males have been arrested and fined for—
This is actually the Johnny Somali of trans people. Fantastic analogy.
Or going into women's bathrooms and facilities and whatnot. So really, I am very interested to see what happens in this particular situation. And honestly, this is going to sound kind of bad to some of you. I am very much looking forward to seeing some of the smugness sucked out of LilyTino if this investigation actually does something.
Bro, imagine LilyTino crying in court when the judge says 10 years men's prison. I can... Dude, that literally fills me with joy.
If it actually—
there's something beautiful about when people fuck around and find out.
Actually goes somewhere. So in the end, from here, I guess we are all going to be snuggled up together as we watch how this massive car crash unfolds. Now on that note, and before I open the floor to all of you, this is just a reminder to check out Incogni using the link in the description. I love Incogni. I genuinely use them, and if you're like me—
Your Honor, it's not, sir. You a man, you a woman, you nothing, you a freak!
And you are icked out and worried about the data broker side of things, this is absolutely something worth looking into and worth subscribing to if this is an overall concern. Now I open the floor to all of you.
All right.
What do you all think? Are you surprised that LilyTino has ended up in this situation?
I knew it would happen. I'll be honest. I knew it would happen because I believe in a little thing called God. I believe in God. And God believes in karma. So it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Society ends up, if you look at things from the perspective of, if you fuck around, you find out not only physical consequences, but God is out there to make sure you find out. I'm just saying. He's always done it. Look throughout history. Everyone found out. Everyone. I don't know anyone that got away with it. I don't think anyone did. I don't know, man. This is glorious.
Do you think that this investigation is going to go anywhere?
Yes, I do. Unless, obviously,
think that it's just, some political people saying some noise and nothing's gonna come of it? Do you think that this is
I have a terrible outro for this
a good thing? Is it a bad—
I'm gonna get so canceled for the
bad
outro.
thing? Is it taking things too far, or is it not taking things far enough? What do you think of LilyTino's response to all of the criticism for the initial bathroom incident?
What do you care about her? What do you give a shit about criticism from this freak? None of it matters.
In the first place. And what you generally make of this issue overall as—
Alright, so what I genuinely make of this issue overall is it started off as a movement of people that wanted to do whatever, live their life in solitude and whatever. And while certain people would think it's immoral and not accurate to reality and stuff like that, certain people are just doing their own thing, and a lot of people didn't care. Because it became this movement where it was designed to push shit on people, especially children, literally brainwashing children, I think it's become a society and movement that needs to die immediately, ASAP. It literally needs to die as soon as possible. From literally existing in the current way that it does, it needs to change immediately. Yes, obviously. I have someone in my chat saying that LilyTino is a bad actor in the LGBTQ2S+ community. Listen, man, Whatever you say, I understand that the majority of trans people are unhappy this is happening, but I also understand that there are a lot of trans people like LilyTino. Not saying a large percentage, but there's a lot of them, and it should not be even remotely acceptable for people to think they can get away with this shit. I don't think so, and I would like to see this aspect of the movement die yesterday. I would. Now, in regards to what I think is going to happen to LilyTino, I think there is a 42% chance LilyTino dies before going to prison. Like, subscribe, and this video was streamed live on kick.com/Nuxanor. See you there. Stay weird, fam.